Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Susan's Just Making It. I'm Susan, and as always I'm here making stuff, messes, chaos, and just trying to make it through life. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if this is your first time watching, welcome to my channel. Hope everyone's doing amazing today, and if you like today's video, thumbs up's always appreciated. Really helps my channel and I really appreciate it. So today's video, as you can tell from the thumbnail and title, is a bargain bin store haul. Now, before I get started on the haul, I do want to mention that you guys over the next few days or so are probably going to get tired of seeing haul videos. So these are not where I just went on a huge binge shopping. These have been saved over a couple weeks, just waiting till I could sit down and record them. Want to get them recorded so I can get the stuff put away. But probably this is the last you're going to see of haul videos for a while. You may see one here and there, but not as much as usual, or not as much as it has been, because I'm going to try to like quiet down on the spending a little bit. We're starting to save some money. That means the spending has got to come down, because it's been discussed for a while now, and we've come to the conclusion that renting is no longer what we want to do. So we are going to start saving toward a down payment and look into getting our own place, because this is not working for us. So unfortunately, I have to really behave myself because I've been getting a little out of control lately. So I'm just cramming them all out there, and I'm just going to have to start pushing out some other content for a while and stay away from the stores and start getting some other stuff accomplished and pushed out. So this is somewhat collective bin store haul. I think this is over a few trips, because the last few times I've visited the bin store, I've only picked up a few things. They're doing things a little bit differently now. It used to be where they were closed Thursday and Friday to restock and clean up and do things like that, and then they would reopen on Saturday. And originally it started from $7 and then went down to $5 and then $321, I think, and then they upped the price a little bit because the owner said he really wasn't doing well. He was kind of borderline losing money, so it went $8 and then it declined over the days. Then they were closed for a while. Then one week they had all closed, and then another week they had all big ticket, and he's like experimenting with different things to see what people like and to mix it up. So the last few weeks he's had a lot more big ticket items, and stuff from cribs to lawnmowers to just small furniture pieces and stuff like that, and still having the bins, and it's just really mixing it up a lot. So some of the stuff I still go for the dollar bins because I'm about the ultimate bargain, but they have some bins that are $5, $10, $15, $20, $40, just mixing it up depending on the items. So most of the stuff I got are still dollar items, and I picked up a few from the $5 bin. So we'll just go ahead and get into it, because there's not a ton of stuff, but enough. I'm just going to get into one of the biggest things that I purchased. One thing I purchased is this rug, and I'm not going to unroll the whole thing. And it just something just poked me. It must be where a tag was originally. Up here. Yeah, the tag part. But I picked up this rug, and I think it's an indoor-outdoor rug. I did have it unrolled, but I haven't really messed with it too much. And I believe, the tag's on the other side. I believe it's a brand that comes from Target. And I saw it, and I walked past it a couple times, and I was kind of like, I don't know. Then my sister's like, this rug is kind of neat. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get it. I paid $5 for this rug. And like I said, I'm not going to unroll it, but you can see like the width of it. And I like that it's an indoor-outdoor, so it can be used somewhere around the house. Probably not in like the common living area, like a living room, bedroom, but like maybe in front of a washer and dryer. If I ever get one again, I miss my washer and dryer so much. Or like on a porch or something like that. So I thought $5 was a good deal, because most of you know rugs are not cheap. I can't believe how expensive rugs have gotten. I'm like, whoa. So I picked that up for $5, and then I'm just going to go ahead and dig into the bags. So this, there was no wrapper on it, and this yarn that I wound around was a little knotted up, and I had to unknot it and wind it around. But and it's baby yarn, so sure I can find something to make with this. And this was $1. And when I first started crocheting, a lot of years ago, I was a child when I started, it used to be a very affordable hobby. Like, you could go in Kmart, another aging myself, and pick up a skein of yarn for like 99 cents. Now it's like, to do an afghan, I just buy a lot of my yarn off people selling it on Marketplace and like off third-party sellers and stuff like that, because yarn is expensive. If I were to go and find a pattern for like an afghan I liked and then just go to the store and buy the yarn, yeah, just go to Walmart and buy a blanket. It's gotten out of hand. So I was more than happy to pay $1 for this. It's one of the bigger skeins. So I'll see what I can do with that. And then I picked this up. This was from a $5 bin. It got ripped. It had a sticker on it. Phillips Advent, which is not inexpensive, the anti-colic bottles. And I, like I mentioned in another video, I'm not sure like what kind of pacifiers, bottles and stuff they're going to use. And I think this is 1 month plus. And I was trying to see, there's 3 bottles in here. And they're the anti-colic. And so it looks like a typical Advent, but it's got the little valve thing. And it says that the nipple stays full of air. So my son, if he does a lot of feeding, sometimes he's pretty good, but sometimes not entirely paying attention. He's not making sure the bottle's tipped up good. So that's nice. And it shows right on here that how the valve is. So I don't know what they're going to use, but for $5 for 3 bottles, if they decide that this is not the brand they want to use or something, it's not that big of a deal. But last I talked to my son, I talked to him more because he calls me. She's thinking about using breast milk, but not necessarily breastfeeding, because she plans on going back to work. And I know this is a very popular brand for those that do breast and bottle feed. But like I said, I just pick this stuff up when I find a good deal. If they choose to use it, wonderful. If not, the bargains I get, it doesn't hurt my feelings. So I thought that was a good deal. So I picked those up for $5. And then I also found this. They had quite a bit of clothing one of the times I went. And I found this, and I paid, I think, $1 for this. The little koala is so happy, and it's so cute. You never have too many onesies. So, and I found that toward the end of, like, I dig through a bin, and it was like one of the last things I found, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna get that. And then another thing I grabbed were a couple of these Parents' Choice baby wipes. They're the brand you can get at Walmart, and they happen to be the sensitive care. Both of them are exactly the same, but it's the 96 count, and I paid $2 for these. I thought it was a really good price for a bigger thing of wipes. And yes, I'm going to pick them up when I find deals on them, because I know with a baby you go through a ton of them. So I picked those up. Just throw this stuff back in here a little bit, and the other bag. And then a lot of this is from the dollar bins. I got these furniture slides. This is a lot of the stuff had the yellow stickers. It's some like inventory thing, but I put it on here because the packaging was coming loose. But it's the furniture slides. I used to have a few packs of these when I lived in the house, but then when I went to North Carolina somewhere, they got lost in the shuffle. And these things are a lifesaver. Don't work as good on bare floor, but if you have any type of carpeting, I'm the kind of person, I will ask, will you help me move this piece of furniture? And I get later, or when I'm done doing this, and I'm the kind of person like, never mind, I'll just do it myself. These are a lifesaver. And they're more than $1 at the store. So I picked those up. I also picked up these spray bottles, a 2-pack, and these were $1. And these are, it even has, I noticed the other day, a little recipe for a multi-surface cleaner, but I use these like to spray my hair if I'm doing my hair. You know, I don't put water in my iron for steam when I iron, because to me it just gets sits in soft. So I'll spray my stuff before I put the iron over it. No, I do not iron my clothes. I don't do that. I'm too lazy. But like for fabric, when I'm getting ready to sew, I won't iron clothes, but I'll iron fabric. I just missed it, and then I iron over it. So I like to have these. Also, I want to try doing a little bit of like taking color t-shirts and bleaching a section and then putting like a transfer on it and stuff. So they'll get used. I have a lot of things that I can use them for. Picked up some nightlight bulbs, 4 LED bulbs for $1, because I do keep a nightlight in my kitchen, because you have to go through the kitchen to get to the bathroom at night, and it's just that little tiny bit of light you need. Let's see, I picked up some Crazy Art erasable colored pencils. I didn't know there was a such thing as erasable colored pencils. Now, I have colored pencils, but they're nice to have. Sometimes I like the adult coloring books, and sometimes I'll give them for gifts. And this package is a little bit beat up. I probably wouldn't give it for a gift, but if I give a coloring book and they don't happen to have colored pencils, I have some that I can share. It's a pack of 24, and it came from Walmart, obviously. I think a lot of stuff he's had lately has been Walmart items. And you can see the original price was $4.97, and it was clearance down to $3, and I paid $1. So, pretty good deal. I also picked up this. As you can see, the packaging is totally demolished, and it was probably a return, or that's why it ended up at the bin store. And I paid $1. And it's the Airwick, and it's the Hawaiian scent. And people would be like, "Oh, why did you buy it? It's got 3 missing." Because there's still 2 in there, and if you buy a 2-pack, you're lucky to get them on sale for like $3.50. So I'll pay $1 for 2 of them, and it's one of the scents I really like. Now, they had a couple other packs. I think they had like an apple pie, and they had something else, but it only had 1, which still $1 for 1 was a decent deal. But I just picked these up because I knew I liked the fragrance, and I don't need 50 bazillion because I still have some in my cabinet from when I was couponing. I have a lot, but I tend to grab this scent first. So I got some more, and then I found this. They had a couple X's, a couple O's. They had another letter I can't remember, but I found an S. So I'm gonna try to decorate this somehow and then put it in my background. So I paid $1 for that. They're more than $1 at the craft store. I know because I've looked at them. And then I have a couple other things, I think. I'm trying to see what I have in here. Dollar Table, Revlon nail clippers. Nothing fancy, but we always can use them. It's like somebody asked for nail clippers and we're scurrying around trying to find where they got left last. So, grabbed another pair of those to have at the house. This was in the dollar bin too. Very Special Friends, a little baby book. And I was surprised it was in such excellent condition, because sometimes the way people dig through those bins, some stuff that may have been put in the bins in good shape, a few days in isn't in such good shape anymore. But this was in perfect condition. It's a little storybook about a bunny, and I got this to put up for Artemis. And I showed it to my sister. I'm like, "Isn't this a cute little book I got at the bin store?" She goes, like she's going to be able to read. I'm like, "No, but I think her parents do." So they're going to have to read to her. And I told my son I had picked up a little book to put up for her. He says, good. He says because he really wants to encourage stuff like that from a very early age. My son loved reading when he was younger. And I always had like one of those 3-tier bookshelves stuffed with books for them. And my kids were taught from a very early age to respect their books. You don't get a reading book and just scribble in it with markers and crayons. That's what coloring books are for. They were taught to value them, not to deface them. And I have a lot of nice memories from my kids when they were younger surrounding books. Now my youngest son, he didn't want much to do with books. He had some language development problems very early on, and language arts were like his weakest subject in school, and he never really got into reading. But my 2 older kids, my daughter loved to read and still does as far as I know, and my older son loved to read, and he still does, but doesn't as often. I'm like, "Zachary, I'll buy you like a $50 or $100 gift card for Barnes & Noble if it'll get you away from the video games for a while." It's the type of thing that I like to encourage reading, but once they get to young adult and adults, it's hard to pick out books for people because I think that's a very specific thing to a lot of people. So if they're readers, just get them a gift card and let them pick out their own books. A couple memories from my kids when they were young with books. When I had my youngest, when he was born, my older son was 3 years old and my daughter was 7, and there were plenty of times I would walk in the other room and she would be sitting down reading a book to her 2 brothers, and I really like remembering that. She was really good with stuff like that. And my older son loved to read, and he was always way above his grade level in reading and stuff. He would go to school, and conversations would come up in class or with his teacher, and he would say something about he was reading a book, and the teacher would ask what book he was reading, and he would say, and they're like, "Are you really reading that?" And he's like, "Yeah." And they're like, it'd be like maybe 2 or 3 grades above, and they're like, "Okay, so tell me about the story." And he would tell what was going on in the book, and they're like, "He really is reading the book." And he had ADHD terribly, and I think he still does to an extent. And he was the type of kid, if it was quiet, you better go see what he's doing, because he could be like catching a house on fire type of thing. Very mischievous, high energy, and I would start to worry if I didn't hear if I was downstairs cooking dinner and there wasn't a lot of noise coming from upstairs. I'm like, what are those kids doing? And I would go up there and I'd peek in his room, and he'd be laying on his bed with a book, and I would just tiptoe back down the stairs, because this was a high energy kid. If he's reading a book, I'm gonna leave him alone. So I'm really happy that they're going to try to foster that from the get-go. And I also picked up, let's see, which I was surprised these were in good shape and were still there. I picked up some notebooks. I got the Succeed soft cover with the dotted pages, and as you can see, it's still in the plastic, and I like that it's got the little bookmark thing. So, and I'm always making lists and taking notes and stuff. I go through notebooks like mad. I'm always noting everything down, dates and notes and to-do lists. So yeah, that was $1. I also picked up this, a guided daily reflection journal. It says plan, pause, reflect, and I love the color, and I love the gold on the pink. It was a little dirty on the back, but I just took a damp sponge and it wiped clean. It was kind of gross. Oh well, it was only $1. And it's got the pages that's prompted for the day. It says it's for your mood. It's got grateful, calm, relaxed, tired, happy, and a whole list of emotions. So your mood for the day. And then it says my daily affirmation, I am, I will, I can. And then you write your affirmation, and it says one word to lead my day, so your word of the day. And then over here it says thoughts for today, and it says what made me happy, what challenged me, how did I help someone, what could I have done differently, and what did I learn about myself. So I thought this was awesome. I really want to get back into journaling more, and I like that this is has the prompts and stuff. And yeah, so I paid $1, and I definitely am looking forward to using this journal. And then I also picked up this notebook, and this was $1 as well. And as you can see, it's in awesome, perfect shape. I like that it's nice and thick, nice thick rings. As you can see, it's Pen and Gear, which is a Walmart brand. I love that it's got the elastic here to keep it closed, especially if you start tucking stuff in there. I love the color, love teal with the gold and stuff. And then the inside is gorgeous too. This book belongs to, and it's got the raspberry color, and it's got some lined and numbered. It's not numbered, it's got the little bullets in it, but it's got lined sheets. I love that it's got the tabs for different sections, and all the patterns are really pretty in here. I love the colors and patterns. And it's got pockets, so like I said, once you start cramming stuff in there. And then this is the sheets with the dots, and like I said, here's another section, really pretty with the tab and a pocket. And then this is lined, and the other really pretty tabs, pockets, some more lined paper, very pretty. And I think it says it says 3 tabs with pockets, perforated sheets. That's always nice if you want to rip a list out and take it with you. You're not making a huge mess. I was trying to see how many sheets. 300 pages. $1. Excellent shape, really pretty. I'm happy to have it. Like I said, I am the queen of lists and notebooks. And then the one last thing that I got from the bin store, and I got this from a $5 bin, and I left the little ticket thing they put on here because it must be like a return or damage labeling. So they put the information on this, and I don't think it was an exchange because that's not marked off. I think it's just the packaging got removed from the item. But it's a Better Homes and Gardens tablecloth, and I was trying to read under there a little bit, but it's not important. But anyway, I'm not going to unfold the whole thing. As you can see, it's a huge tablecloth. I don't have a table remotely big enough for this. My old dining room table maybe, but I got it because, as you can see, it's like a muslin type cream color, and it does have like a little stitching here, decorative stitching. But I thought, if I don't use it for tablecloth, I can possibly make curtains out of this if I need to, or cut it and use it for throw pillows, or I can make table runners or cut it down into a more manageable size tablecloth. But for $5, this is a huge tablecloth, and I know this costs more than $5 at Walmart. So I definitely grabbed this, and it's the neutral colors that I really like and stuff. And with it being neutral, you can just use it for like any room for anything. So I was more than happy to have that. So that's my collective haul. I think this was over like 3 trips because, like I said, they had a lot of the bigger ticket stuff, and it's not anything I necessarily needed. So I wasn't really into buying a lot because I didn't need the big stuff, and the dollar bins have left a little to be desired lately. So this is my collective haul over the last few trips to the bin store, and I really wanted to go today, but I'm like, stay away from the stores. So let me know what you think of the haul down below in the comment section. And is there something that you thought was an exceedingly good deal? Interested to know what you guys, what you think the biggest bargains are and all that stuff. So let me know what you think, and if you haven't given me a thumbs up yet, it's always appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. So bye for now.